Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I have been on a bit of a hiatus, and I just want to say so much has happened, so much has manifested in my life, and I'm so grateful to be able to come and do this reading for you here today. My name is Rhonda, and if you are new to the channel, I want to say hello and welcome. And if you find that this resonates with you, please hit that like button and subscribe. And if you are a loyal subscriber that has been waiting for my next meeting for over a year, I just want to say thank you for your loyalty, and let's jump right in. Let's start off the reading with a oracle card from the African Goddess Rising deck. Oh my God, guys, it has been quite the journey. Just like all of us on the spiritual journey, I have had my ups and downs and ups, and now that I'm back up, it is my honor and pleasure to be here with you guys. I ask that Spirit stand with us as we move through these next months and years. So much has happened in the last 2 years for us that it even looks like the cards are speaking to that. We have rage, and because I have not received energy from every card in this deck, I am going to share with you what the author says about this card. And for me, I can just say that it has been the energy that has been around us, where many of us are frustrated. It's been a long 2 years. It's been a long 4 years for some people. But this is the energy of Medusa. This is Goddess Medusa, and she brings forth the shadow of rage. Medusa is feared, and she's looked at as ugly and a monster bitch. But is it the truth? Not at all. But if you are pissed off and petrified, angry and shaking, but underneath your heart is broken and you're hurt, you feel undervalued or even overwhelmed, this is the energy of Medusa. She tells us to take a breath and just close our eyes, put both hands over your lower abdomen, tune in to that part of you that feels out of control, flood it with love, and see the healing golden light come over you. Then put both hands over your heart and do the same. You have the right to have that rage and every range of emotion, including anger. But sacred rage inspires us to run for office, lead a process, and shift policies, and really put that energy to work. So when someone upsets you, how can you shift that energy in yourself and in the situation, is what Medusa comes to share with us. Get clear on really what's happening and allow our feelings to see truth. Just because you feel threatened doesn't mean that you are being threatened. You have the right to feel your feelings, and that is the energy of Medusa. So let's move her up and over and get into your reading. So this is a collective reading. All signs, and at the end, depending on the energy, I may address each sign individually. But this is an all sign reading for the collective. Just wanting to know what Spirit has for us. Starting with truth, sacrifice, choose wisely, and mental conflict. So more of this energy of kind of not knowing what to do. There's some confusion that you may be going through and bouncing the truth off of the options that you have. What's really going on versus all of the things that could be going on. And that's putting you into a space of mental conflict. But then we have this sacrifice card that has come up, which is really showing you that In order to get the mental clarity and remove yourself out of this mental conflict, you may have to let something go. Whatever this truth is that's being shown to you, that's where the sacrifice is going to come. You got to let things go. And out of the options that you have, you already know which one of these things is actually going to bring you the peace that you're looking for. You also know which one of these things is bringing you this mental conflict. So be honest with yourself and let go and sacrifice what is no longer serving you, because at the end of the day, it no longer becomes a sacrifice. It becomes a necessity that you let go of this thing that's holding you back, that's giving you the mental conflict. Anything in your life that keeps you in a space of strife needs to be let go, whether it's a job, a friend, a relationship, a family member. You can let them go with love. Let's get a little more clarity on each of these cards. All right, so the cards that we pulled for truth, first was the Knight of Crystals. So this is a slow moving energy. So the truth has come to you over time, or it's something that you've known for some time. And even the chains that's holding this individual up kind of feels like the truth has held you kind of in a standstill. But when it comes to the options that are available to you, it looks like that you have the peace and compassion around it. You've been trying to be compassionate about your choices for yourself. You've wanted to remain in peace and not stir any waters. You know, you want these waters to remain cool and calm and collective. But in fact, that's not what you're feeling on the inside. You've been enduring this situation, but it hasn't been serving you. And you've only been doing it to keep the peace, not because it brings you happiness or joy. And with this sacrifice card, I'm seeing that you have had the knowing. You know what you need to let go, and you've been knowing for a long while. You have just chosen not to do it. You've chosen not to do it because you've been taking your time and you've been wanting to keep the peace. But in order to overcome this mental conflict, you're really going to have to let it go. And once you do, your abundance is going to come in. Your security is going to come in. The things that you're worried about, you're no longer going to have to worry about. Money, balance, abundance, security. This friend, this relationship, this job is going to be replaced with something that's going to bring you everything that you've been looking for. So you all know what this is. You know what this situation is. You know what this person is. You know about this relationship. You know about this job. And you know that you've been sitting in this energy for a minute. The truth has been sitting here with you for a minute. And now that you're choosing, instead of trying to remain in a peace that's keeping you frustrated and confused, you're going to move into your abundance as soon as you let this thing go. So wow, collective. So whatever it is that this time has brought us, where we've been confused or maybe just needed more clarity around what it is that we need to do, although we've had that knowing of what we need to do, this is going to be the time for you to let that thing go. no longer keeping the peace and being in your own mind and head and being conflicted about it. You're now going to make the decision to move into your abundance. It's time, collective. Thank you for allowing me to do your reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. And if it did, please hit the like, share, or subscribe buttons. If you would like us to go into greater detail about what this thing is that you're working through, and you want a more personal reading, because this is general, this is for the collective. But if you need more information, go into the description, go ahead and click the link and head over and book your appointment. It is my pleasure to be here to help bring you clarity. Thank you for allowing me the time and space. Ashe, my loves. Until next time.